Hi, my name is Zoe Grant, from Auckland, New Zealand, and I'm going to be presenting to you Rengay Fun, which is the experience of me writing Rengay. What is Rengay? Mm,
Hmm. Oh, it's I translated into 连轨师. It's like parallel like rail tracks. So it's a little bit like that.
This is one of the Old Pond comics by Jessica Tremblay,
It
and
was made for me before my first HSA Rengay workshop, and that was fun. I was surprised that she would actually do it. Yeah, she's amazing. Okay.
do I read it?
How do you write a Rengay?
323, 323.
Tree to tree? It's actually really easy to remember like that.
How do you write a renge? Well, this form of poetry was invented by Gary Gay in the inside the Zoom meeting right now, um, o- 9th of August, 1992. And the structure of a renge is usually 6 verses, and it can be written by either 2, 3, or 6 poets, so a factor of 6. So, or you can do it by yourself, which isn't as fun because usually writing renge is fun because you get to do it with other people, but you can always just do it by yourself. And for the two people renge, you the what's it called?
Structure?
Structure of the renge is 3 lines, a 3-line haiku, and then a 2-line, and then 3, 3, 2, 3, so that everybody can have a turn of doing um either a 3-line haiku or a 2-line haiku. And then for the three people renge, it's a bit different in the structure, but it's for the same meaning, which is everybody gets a turn to do a different kind. And then for each renge, there must be a main blunt central theme or some sub-themes. So like it could be about the ocean or underwater, or it could be about dancing, but those can break down into more specific themes as the renge goes on. And each renge also has to have a title, which is with most long longer poems, but not usually regular haiku. But renges do have titles, so you can look at.
Yeah, I actually find titling quite an art. It's really hard to title a renge very nicely. You can find the title maybe from inside the poem itself or just completely implied. Yeah.
So one way to make everything, all the haikus come together into this one theme is linking one haiku to the other one, which is basically um if you write one haiku and then the next haiku will have some sort of link to the other one, so it will make sense to the other one. And then if you go to if you write the last poem, it has to link back to either all of them or the first one. So all of them can link back. But most importantly, it is
It's really fun to write together because Zoe and I, we actually, in the past, we've done it everywhere in the bath, even because I'm bath renge as well, bathtub renge. But yeah, just like anywhere. And then, yeah, and you learn so much from the other poets. Okay.
This is my first example with me writing it plus Gary Gay and my mom. Ant hills, the labyrinth in my head.
Oh, Gary, maybe you can read your own verses if you can unmute.
Yes. Going in circles, the dog chasing seagulls.
Hamster at the wheel, colorblind.
Breaking away, a spider hangs in midair.
Swift crisscross of the swallows.
Broken lattice, honeysuckle climbing over the fence.
Thank you. I'm not quite sure why we swapped the order, but well, it's actually even more flexible, right? We can, yeah, that can be negotiated. So that was fun. That was done in 2021. And this was the first Rengay Zoe and I wrote. So we could have an example for my HSA talk.
This is dessert time because I just really like desserts. And my mom also translated the whole Rengay into Chinese, which was very nice.
Okay.
Hundreds and thousands of sprinkle dots.
Giant marshmallows melt in hot chocolate bath.
Wintry night. Gingerbread family returns home.
Baby cries. Countless fruits erupt from pavlova.
Blueberry smiles, flipping a pancake.
Pretty unicorn visits by rainbow. My birthday cake. So we actually wrote this, I think, after a meal at dinner table because we just needed an example. So we wrote our first Rengay together. And do you want to say something about this one?
This is a poem, not poem. Oh yes,
It
a
is.
Rengay written by me and Ron Simos from Australia. And I was writing this Rengay while I was biking around our driveway. Basically, I would tell my mom what I wanted to write and how to write it, and then she would send it to Ron C. Moss, and he would they would put it together into a Rengay. And then only the day after, he made a full-on video and illustrated by himself a video of our Rengay with some cute music as well.
Yeah, and actually later on, I think it was curated on like Haiku Foundation website.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop audio. I hope the audio. Yeah, we recently actually got invited to give a talk about Rengay by an Australian poet, and then that was like
And
part of the project.
I don't think I mentioned it, but this is called Water Blaster, and the theme is obviously a lot of underwater things.
Creatures. Yeah. Okay, next.
This is our fourth example, Toy Story, by Don Baird from America, and me and my mom.
I will read Don's verses too. Windowsill, the fading footprints of a pink giraffe.
My wooden doll dressed in blue.
Under a silver bell tree, elephant and I. Singing a familiar song, clanks mini glasses.
On the next clean dish, little aliens.
From the Nearest Couch, New World Symphony. Yeah. So we also Zoe also interviewed Dawn at some point. Later on I'll share the link for the her interview series, and I think we will be interviewing Gary next. Okay.
This is the International Rengay Gathering happening. Oh wait, happening in
Usually like September, October, that's one, and the other sessions usually March, April. Depends on when I have time to organize it.
and there are a bunch of guest speakers that
were
on the
in the
Rengay Gathering in the past, over a few years.
five.
Five.
Actually, now it's the 5th year.
Yeah, and was it about? And some of them were about the birthday of Rengay.
Oh no, birthday is a separate thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was?
birthday reading.
Oh.
That one's about reading, and this one is about writing, and we invite guest speakers. But we used to run two each time, but then it's too difficult to find Asian or European speakers. So I just we reduced to one a few years ago. And the Rengay birthday celebrations, we do it with Michael and Gary. Okay, right. So yeah, this website needs updating. I haven't updated it for a while, but I will hopefully put well, whatever guest speaker talks, I'll have to edit those in from the past on the website later on. Okay.
Okay, now we will write some Rengay together, which is the fun about this gathering. So to write Rengay together online, you have to put your full name, your country, and your email addresses.
Well,
Like,
I
give
have
it
to
to each
stress
other.
that this is the first thing you should do, because quite often afterwards you probably don't see one another again, and then it's really hard to get, say, permission. Yeah, if you don't know how to hump down the other points.
Yeah.
So and as editors, we really appreciated knowing where people are.
And this is very collaborative, and poets can suggest things for each other, or they can edit another person's verse. And the Rengay also has to have a theme and title, which is obvious because, yeah, each Rengay needs a theme and title. Also, it needs a link of some sort, like I talked about before. A link to another verse, link to the next verse or the one before. And
But the shifting is the fun part, right? You never know what you're getting for the next next verse. It can just change completely to something else.
yeah, and the format is basically just to tell people that this is a different person's verse, and this is this person's verse and stuff. Usually you can do it by when you're writing the names down at the very top. You can do it in the order that you're going to write the Rengay. So if you're going to do it me, then my mom, you would write my name first and then my mom's name at the top. And then we would just continue writing, and you don't really need to do any other things like italics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to, you definitely can.
Yeah. It just makes it easier to identify who's actually written it. But that, like the Rengay with Gary before, we actually swapped places order. So yeah, without the initials, there's no way of telling.
Yeah, that links to how Rengay is very flexible, especially compared to the traditional Renku.
Where you actually needed to have a master like telling you off all the time. I'm sure Gary can tell us a little bit more about this later on. Yeah. That's why he invented the Rengay.
This is my fifth example with
Giancarlo and well, Yeah, Catabella, can you tell us who Giancarlo is? Can you unmute?
Yes. Giancarlo is our grandson. I don't know what he's doing. I sent him the link and they may be out and away. Oh, well, there's a picture right now. My daughter just sent, there's Giancarlo. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I'm holding it in the right place. My
Uh,
daughter and Giancarlo.
oh, can you
Yeah.
move it a little bit?
Which way? This way?
Other way.
I,
Other
okay.
way. But we only see join. We don't know. Is it at the bottom?
I'll send it to you later.
Okay. Yeah. That would be.
Here's Giancarlo.
Oh yeah. Move it
Yeah,
up a bit, up a little bit. Yeah. So how old was
yeah.
he when he wrote this with Zoe? Do
Let's
you
see.
remember?
So that was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have been. He's he's. I think he's going to be 9. So he would have been 5 or 6 when he
Wow.
did it
Maybe six.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry he's not here. He's not in the
No,
same
that's
house. He's
okay.
in Santa Barbara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just a surprise for you anyway. So in the air,
yeah. Thank
maybe
you.
Catabella can read the John Carlos verses for us.
Yeah. Let me see. I just want to let me see. If I could even I videoed on my phone a few of the Renge that you read, Zoe, just now, and some of your comments, so that he, even if he didn't make it here,
Mm-hmm.
he would hear it. So
That would be
now we
great.
can read the one with Zoe and Giancarlo.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Giancarlo, it's called In the Air. Giancarlo says, a tissue on a walk to school, morning sunshine.
Cat hair everywhere.
Paper airplanes, breeze out of nowhere, a drink of water.
Long wait at the airport. Snack stand.
Boarding, the pilot waves to me.
First class. My shiny red backpack.
Wonderful. Thank you, Zoe. What a treat.
Thank you for being here. Okay, next example.
This is with Gabrielle Laminio Romani.
It's a Daniela Missel's boy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And me. And this was written in 2023, so 3 years ago. Read it.
Okay, I will read that. He's part.
But yeah, man,
Yeah, I work.
if the plan doesn't work out and everyone's silent at the end, yeah, then it'd be like
Can
six
everybody
hundred
mute?
dollars.
Okay.
Have you
Should
been
I
to
mute everyone
Tempest?
or can everybody
Um,
mute
Who
themselves?
else in the street? The real
Oh.
we get oysters there, but it's like
Oh,
an incredible many
oh.
different seats. It's like,
Here is
Yeah. Okay, there.
Where is it?
I don't know. We have to like toggle around to find share screen. Hold on. Is that working? Oh, my screen, this one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You read.
Okay, I read. So Final Fantasy. Reading comics on a camping tent. Raindrops.
Into the woods as a wolf.
The fairy tale of Little Red Riding Hood. Mushroom scent.
Secondhand shop. A glass slipper in the corner.
Wanderlust. I get lost in Google Maps.
Following YouTube tutorials. Superhero.
Yeah, you can see a lot of connection and the shifting. It's a lot of fun for the kids to write together. And we don't get nearly enough like young poets writing together. I think that's something we need to encourage more. And yeah, the haiku zoo journal in hiatus because I'm too busy, but also because I don't have enough submissions. So I will need everybody's help to spread the word, and we'll get it going again. Okay.
Oh.
Next.
We
8.
need to go to the real thing.
Oh, the real thing. Right.
I think this is the last example.
And the last example with a young poet. Yeah.
Yes. the young
And
poet.
Emmy's Richard Thomas's girl.
Yeah.
From yard. Surrounded by chicks, giant skyscrapers standing just.
Piglet says no to bacon.
Ice cream cone tree. Foals jump to get their food.
Struggling to keep up. A newborn calf.
Lamb says yes to grass.
Scarecrow. The donkey munches on a straw hat.
Yeah, I love it when they're so imaginative. It's everything so, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
this is Raining Rengay. Me and my mom's Rengay
Journal?
journal.
Mm.
Yes. And it's been free and it's been online since 2023. It's edited by us and it's published twice a year.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing all the hard work, but sometimes I need to consult Zoe which Rengay to actually use because we get quite a lot of submissions.
And yeah, you can submit kind of
Anytime.
yeah, anytime and any kind of Rengay because as I said, it's very flexible. So yeah.
Experimental ones you can see there are examples in issue 5. Like I think there was a concrete one with Gary and John, and there was some one line versus yeah that was just like and I know there are like hexam rengays and things like that. People definitely can just play around with it. And we really welcome like translation to other languages, like some of those Rengay before with the kids, like the one with well, yeah, Gabrielle. Yeah, I think we've translated to Italian and also Chinese. So yeah, we love translations. But if we're going to publish like them as books in the future, probably without the translations, otherwise it makes it too big. We take about 30 pieces, including a review or article each issue, and we'll just stop it around there and then start making the next one.
Here are some Rengay websites that you can go to if you want to take a screenshot or something, or take a photo to save it.
Michael, can you tell us about your Rengay.com website since you're here? Can you unmute?
Yeah, I started Rengay.com a few years ago, and it's mostly to feature my own Rengay written with various other people. But it has hundreds of examples split into pages for one, three, 1, 2, 3, or 6 poets. And I also have a section on what I call city Rengay. Each Rengay celebrating a different city of the world that I've been to.
Okay, well, you can see a lot of tiny URL because I just made it easier for people to locate things. And yeah, these are helpful, I think. Resources.
Yeah, and I see from the links that you mention links to essays about Rengay. I try to include as many essays by various people that I know of, and also in Rengay markets, where to publish Rengay, and other tips and tricks for writing Rengay.
Yeah, it's really helpful. Just go there for if you have any, yeah, if you need anything about Rengay, need to learn more. Okay.
I'm currently one more thing. I'm currently working on developing a bibliography of books about books of Rengay.
Ooh.
There's about at least a dozen of them published over many years, and I know of 3 or 4 just published in the last year.
Wow. We need more Rengay books. Actually, that comes to the next point that Zoe wants to. I was just compiling her book, and I think I counted about at least 40 Rengay. It could even be 50. Maybe we can make it 50 and publish Zoe's first solo Rengay book, like poetry book. Okay. So
Yeah, thank you for listening to mostly me, but some of you too. And we hope for
yeah, more young poets to join us in doing this, so they can share our fun as well. We heard that there are some Rengay groups around, and we want to find out where they are and who are in there. I know there are some active, like in New Zealand and American poets. So yeah, just send us emails.